How you doing? My name is Luis Lopez. I'm one of the founders slash director of baseball operations. I'm also the head coach of the showcase team here with the New York Nighthawks. Well, myself and my partner, Sandy and Maria Og, we started this program now 7 seasons ago. We're going into our 7th year. It was after I had retired from playing professionally for 20 years in 2014. And 2015, that's when we started this program. It's a nonprofit organization because we wanted to help kids and people that couldn't afford to pay to play, because things are getting expensive out there. And all of our kids, thank God, because of all of our sponsors and our donors, we're able to sponsor these kids and nobody has to pay. Well, I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. I went to high school there, Canarsie High School. After I graduated there, after a good career there, I ended up getting a full scholarship to go to Coastal Carolina University. In Coastal Carolina, I continued another great career there. I'm in the school's Hall of Fame, the Conference Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, with putting up all the numbers, I still didn't get drafted. And that's what I explained to everyone, how hard the draft is. But if you persevere and you have that grit, continue to go after it if it's something that you want. And thank God for independent ball. That's how I started my route. I started independent, had a very good career there that 1 year, and then I got picked up by the Toronto Blue Jays. My signing bonus, I always mess with everybody. My signing bonus was 2 gloves and a pair of spikes. And in the back of my mind, I said, hey, I already got my degree from college. I have nothing to lose. Let's roll the dice and go. And fortunately, I had great career throughout the minor leagues. I had 8 MVPs there. Went to 10 All-Star games, and I continued my career all the way to, and I made it to the big leagues in 2001 is when I broke into the big leagues. And I was able to play, like I said, 20 years. So I was blessed. I found it very easy. Towards the end of my career, I was still playing, but I started thinking more like on the coaching side, like what would I do in certain situations. I always wanted to coach, especially on the high school level, because I wanted to help our younger generation get to the other steps that I've been through, to help them get there. A lot of the times, the way we run our practices, we run them a lot almost like our spring trainings. We're always keeping everybody busy. As you notice, I don't like when people are sitting down on downtime. I always want somebody doing something. Whether it be one group, on defense, we have one group hitting, got our pitchers doing things, or exercises, stuff like that. You always have to have a practice plan as well. You got to have a plan. You can't be thinking about that stuff when you get here, because when you get here, you'll be wasting time. So usually I try to make up my practice plans maybe a day or 2 beforehand. I'll tell you right now, man, we've been fortunate to get some talented kids. I know we're on the cusp of getting kids, our first kid to be probably to a pro contract, 1. But 2, our main thing is, we talk about we can care less about winning trophies. Our trophies are the logos of the colleges that these kids go to. So our first class was 2018, our first graduating class. So from 2018 till right now, we've placed almost 60 kids into colleges all over the U.S. So those are our trophies. Well, we try to break them down. I mean, we're very picky with the stuff. And a lot of the things, for the most part, I mean, at this level, you talk about, you have some 13-year-olds to all the way to 18 within the program, broken up into our 3 teams. What we try to do is try to teach them, more of the mindset, setting up routines, how to go about their business mentally, letting them know, because the physical part is there. Everybody knows how to catch a baseball, throw, they know how to run, for the most part. Now we're just tweaking stuff and adding on, telling them you have to think beforehand. So building up baseball IQ is very important for us. Okay, well, I'll tell you right now, a lot of the times I try to tell them, don't look at me as Luis Lopez, the ex-major leaguer. I want you to look at me as Luis Lopez, the college grad, because that's what's more important first. We need to concentrate on getting that degree, because baseball ultimately is short-lived. And we all, at some point or another, we have to hang up our jerseys, hang up our spikes, and move on. They said I was old and I was 41 when I retired, but I'm still a young guy. Your life continues. So that's what I try to instill in them, the importance of college, the importance of grades. Between myself and my partner and our coaches, we all tell these kids that's our main mission, for them to have good academic grades so we can get academic money instead of concentrating on athletic money. Okay, well, we have a thing, we call it the Nighthawk way. And a lot of the times we tell them, obviously academics is one. Two, we want them to be respectful. Respect. You want respect, you got to give respect. You got to have integrity. You got to hold yourself accountable for all the stuff. And I'm talking about the players. I don't want your parents telling you about you have to wash your uniform or you packed your stuff and you blame them. That's their responsibility. So working on their responsibility as well. Teaching them all them things, all them little things that they're going to use later on in life. And not only baseball. Working with time management, it's another one. And just telling them life lessons a lot of the times. That's what we try to instill in all our players. Well, that's when it comes, building a culture. When you first start something, you want to build a culture, you have to, lay down the foundation. And telling the guys what we just talked about, holding them accountable for things, holding themselves accountable. And me as a coach and all our coaches, we got to hold ourselves accountable, showing up on time, not being late, all that stuff as well. So if we're doing that, if you notice, when they get to the practice, they always say hello. Either it's a fist bump or a handshake. And when we leave, same thing. I know it's been rough times with the COVID and everything, so it's kind of hard because, we're big an organization on saying hello and saying goodbye. That takes you a long way. Just those little words. It's been tricky. It's been very tricky. Thank God we were able to get and play a little bit of the summer last year as well as fall ball. We were able to get some tournaments in. We kind of stayed local because we didn't want to put anybody in danger and stuff like that. So hopefully it's been a lot of cameras, videos, sending to coaches. And thank God, by building up these relationships and networking, that's what we try to explain to the parents and the kids. A lot of the times, showcases are good, but it depends the showcase that you go to, because a lot of them could be money makers, but you have to know which ones to go to, which ones that are going to help you, that they're in it for the same reasons that you are. I'll tell you right now, man, Firecracker Sports has been great to us. You guys do it the right way. You always have a lot of college coaches there and scouts at the games. You have great venues that we go to, beautiful on-campus fields, so you're able to see different schools and stuff like that. And, you guys know how to communicate with us all the time. That's one thing that's very key, the mutual respect that we have for each other. And I want to keep this relationship going on for a long time, God willing. Well, I'll tell you right now, like I said, we touch up, we go and play in beautiful venues. I know the one, when we go up there to Providence, we play pretty much all our games at Brown University. I know sometimes we play at University of Rhode Island. You talk about the schools, the colleges, the scouts, the recruiters. There's always a ton of them at the games, no matter what field you play on. So, it's very big. You guys are helping us with that, getting our players out there to be seen. So, I thank you guys for that. I commend you guys. My recommendation, do it. Do it because you guys do it the right way. And, like I said, you guys are very respectful. We all have a good relationship. You guys communicate with us well and let us know, especially, if it's raining or whatever. You help us out in all stuff. Even not just the tournaments and with the recruiters, but you guys even help us out with the hotels, making sure we get set up, the proper way. So, thanks again. But definitely, you got to sign up, other organizations.